Listen up, you blundering fools. It's time for the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. Get all the toy talk your evil heart could desire from these little Jason and Elgin.
Hey, yo, toys, and welcome to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, where friends get together to talk about one of our shared loves.
Egg McMuffins.
Delish. Oh, also toy collecting.
Oh, yeah.
We're here to celebrate how these little colorful pieces of plastic can transform you into a little kid again. If this is your first time listening to us or watching us live on YouTube every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, first of all, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you giving us some of your time.
Yeah,
but you're going to learn soon enough. We are not toy experts. We are just toy enthusiasts.
That's right.
So we're not going to get everything right.
But before we jump into today's episode, we've got something exciting to tell you about. That's our Patreon and YouTube community, The Core. When you enlist in The Core, that's the Cracktastic organization of retro plastic specialists, you unlock a treasure trove of exclusive perks made just for hardcore collectors like you. You get bonus episodes, shoutouts, early access plus, and exclusive chat with us and the other Core members. So don't wait. Enlist in The Core today. Just go to enlistthecore.com to help support the show.
As Thanksgiving approaches, we are feeling a little bird-brained in the best way possible. This week, we're digging into our collections to showcase all of the awesome avian figures perched on our shelves. From fierce feathered fighters to cute cartoon critters, we're talking toy birds of every shape, size, and species. So whether you're traveling, cooking, or just hiding from your relatives, let us bring some fun, fowl-themed toy talk straight to your ears. Grab a drumstick, press play, and let's give thanks for some truly fantastic feathered plastic.
Exactly.
Very exciting. Thanksgiving's on its way. Are you ready? You got your menu set?
Yeah, I got the turkey is...
It started already.
It's in the fridge.
Okay, good.
Thawing currently. I did the buy a ham, get a free turkey deal that Hy-Vee was having.
I've heard of that.
I cut up all the ham into cubes. So that's all. I made 2 gallon bags full of cubed ham. Put that in the freezer. So I can then take that out to make like breakfast casserole type thing that Amanda makes. It's got hash brown, eggs, cheese, cubed ham, and in a can, and then you just cut it in like little sections and eat that.
What people don't know is this secretly a food podcast. You think you came for toys, but you're also going to get some food talk.
I'm trying to make you hungry too.
But also later in the show, besides the kitchen, Elgin's going to take us on a tour of a toy store. And that's going to be a lot of fun. You can follow us on all the social media platforms, including Patreon. And those links can be found at our website, cracktasticplastic.com. And while you're surfing the interwebs, be sure to stop by our sponsor, toyhacks.com, for all your repro label needs.
That's right.
They also have an armory where you can get some toy-accurate 3D printed weaponry and tons of amazing sticker sets for your toys. We also have a monthly contest that Elgin's going to tell you all about.
That's right. Every month we post a picture to our social media pages for everyone to comment on. And then at the end of the month, we will pick our most favoriteest comment and then send them a $5 coupon to toyhacks.com, where then you can go to Toy Hacks and purchase something on their website, whether it's stickers, decals, repro weapons, dioramas, anything that you need to fill out that set, to fill out that extra, give that an extra touch to your figures. So we do it every month, and then we'll post it, and then hopefully you will win that $5 coupon to toyhacks.com.
All right. Well, let us know how you're doing in the chat, but now it's time for our favorite part of the show. That's right. Let's talk about what toys we've picked up lately in a segment we call Thrill of the Hunt.
Listen up, you fools! If anyone knows more about searching for the most unique items in the world, it's me, Cobra Commander. In my reign as Cobra's leader, I have acquired countless items, but those meddling Joes have foiled my attempt at worldwide domination over and over again. But it's the thrill of the hunt that fuels my superb rule of Cobra. Pay attention to my loyal subordinates as they tell you of their latest exploits and acquisitions. It's the thrill of the hunt, Cobra!
Yeah, that's right, Cobra. Hey, Elgin, what have you picked up lately?
Oh, a few things here and there, as it goes. I finally opened up just in time for maybe the end of the top 5 toys at the end of the year. Who knows?
It's coming close.
But finally opened up good old Modulock. That's right, Motu
yes.
Origins. I had to order on Big Bad Toy Store, I believe. There's an unboxing of that on our unboxing playlist on YouTube. But I put them all the pieces together to make just one giant thing. That's what I used to do anyway when I was a kid. I figured I'd do the same thing as an adult. But
well, yeah.
It took a little while to do this. A lot longer than doing it with the normal one, which I still have in a Ziploc bag. I have all the pieces to my vintage one that I had as a kid. But he's got his 2 heads. He's got that dark red that he normally has. It's a pretty close match to the head sculpts and arm sculpts and leg sculpts, I guess, too.
Well, that's
it's just
cool.
that there's just more articulation now that it's an Origins. You get actual knees and feet, which they would just kind of, which is weird to me that Modulock has all this stuff. It just feels weird for this one. It seems normal for like all the other Origins one, but this one, I don't know. It kind of throwing me off. But it does kind of help him, sit a little better. There were, so it came with like extra ball joint pieces because you have to attach those into other pieces in order to make it work.
Okay.
So they sent like these little spacer blocks and like the arm Y joint pieces, but you have to like put in. So if I pop his arm off here, set this down. I think it's this one that has it. There's some that I'm trying to remember which ones have them. Yeah, it's this one. So, and so it comes with a shield, but it's also like a pry bar.
Oh, that's helpful.
To pull off these joints.
Awesome.
So you can so this joint is it's a ball joint, but it's also like this kind of tapered joint because the tapered joint has to go into like the connector piece, like if it was into his shoulder. So that tapered piece has to go into his shoulder. The ball joint piece then has to go into the actual Y connector on the base there, and it's wider. You can kind of see that ball joint.
You can't really mess it up, but
yeah, you can try, but I mean, there's probably people out there that are like, why doesn't this work? But you have to like put those spacers. They come with like a bunch of them.
Oh, good.
So you can do different, versions of that. But in order to get all the pieces on, I think the only piece I don't have on is the other tail, because it comes with like another tail. That one's like in the box. But other than that, like I try to get all the pieces on. Like I said, he does come with this extra kind of, it's a shield. It even has the Horde symbol on it there on the very bottom. This kind of red shield with, it has like some point, like, I don't know, talons on it too, but you need it to like pop off these ball joints. And he does come with his normal weapon, that double gun that also like connects together like that. And they added an extra handle there. I don't remember that on the other one, on the vintage one. Maybe it's there, but now that's gone forever.
It's gone.
But he does come with the gun, the kind of the gun that you can like either have together or in one hand or the other. But yeah, that's Modulock. Like I say, his head sculpts look pretty accurate to what it was as a kid.
That's good to know because that's one of the few vintage I don't have, and I want him badly. I've never had him.
Yeah,
and he looks so fun, and
I love modular. I still love it, especially as a kid. Like just popping pieces together and swapping, popping.
you
So
make
it
it
was like
sound like
the original pop and swap, you know.
Make it sound like it's pretty dang close. Plus
Yeah.
knees. So
Yeah, even the kind of the paint that faded,
Yeah.
like darker purplish kind of color, blackish purple on
mhm.
the backside there, kind of like a scorpion-esque kind of fade into it.
Yeah, that's what I always assumed he was like a
Yeah.
scorpion. That red.
I think they added these little wings on his feet, though. I don't remember those on his ankles. Little fins. I don't remember that from the vintage one. But yeah, it's pretty close. So if you don't have a vintage one, this would be a very good substitute for that. And that's with a lot of Origin stuff.
Yeah.
I feel it's a pretty decent substitute for something that it may be
To
hard
fill
to
the
get.
display while you search
Exactly.
the vintage.
Oh yeah. I also open. I was gonna find. I have all this other stuff on the table too for the episode. Just opened up the Mattel Creations exclusive Red Shadow figure that was part of the Club Grayskull release. They've released 3 figures so far this year. I think this is the last one for Club Grayskull specific figures. They did Hero, Shirella, and now Red Shadow. So this is Red Shadow here.
Red?
He's got on top of his head, if I take his mask off, he has an iron mask on. You can kind of see a little
red
glint of red. They didn't make it super dark, and it's more pink
it is.
than red. But he does have that. He was actually a man turned into a wolf by the Black Wizard. This is all pre-Eternia stuff. This is like the powers of Grayskull. This is before. This is in the time of Hero and Eldor and King Grayskull, like that time period.
I'm surprised it wasn't called Wolf Ore.
I know.
Sorry.
It should have.
That looks awesome though.
But yeah, and they the feet are actually Splinter's feet. They just repainted, and then the hands are also Splinter's hands from the Turtles of Grayskull line. It's basically a Beast Man, mostly Beast Man figure with those kind of additions and this little kind of fur ring around his neck there. And but I love the spear. It's a very well painted spear. Like, I mean, they really went out on this, like a nicely done weapon, like
yeah.
And everything is like very like I don't know, early American, Native American, like Flint type of stuff, kind of
of the earth.
Of the earth. He does have this iron mask that he has to put on to hide his shame.
Oh.
And then he also comes with this mace, which kind of reminds me of the old Aztec maces, where they used to put obsidian glass into wood and use it as a war club. He also comes with this little kind of vine satchel and knife that's in here too. It's also a get your arm out there. A flint.
Yeah, of rock.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sculptured. But that fits into the little spot there as well in his bag. Maybe.
Don't drop it.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Don't want to go. Anyway, but he was first shown on the Moss Man Deluxe package in the kind of the background. So Moss Man being very old, he's like as old as he's like millions of years old. So he's known, you know, he's basically friends with Red Shadow. So he's shown in the kind of the artwork for Moss Man there as well. And that's kind of where we first saw him. He's an original character. I think he was originally supposed to be created for the Classics line and never was created.
As old as Jason. Real funny tip.
He was originally supposed to be created for the Classics line. It was never made. They still kept the idea around, and then they're finally producing it now. 20 years after that or 10 years after that. A couple more things. I have a new episode coming out this Friday called Goodwill Hunting.
Ooh, I'm in.
And doing some Goodwill finds here, which I normally don't really find a lot of stuff. It's kind
Yeah.
of tough to find anything. But I did find this Iron Man from Marvel Legends. It looks pretty good. This is the Mark 85 Iron Man, the one where he fights Thanos. He did come with some blast effects as well too. They're in the box there, but you can put it on his hand and on his feet, so you can like blast off or something. His mask doesn't open, and he didn't come with another head sculpt, but they had all the blast effects.
Oh,
and
awesome.
the extra hand sculpts in the bag.
Wow.
And for like $3, I was like, that. I mean,
you had to
all day, But double knees, I'm not really a Marvel
but
collector, but it's kind of nice the ratcheting in the back.
Somebody's got to fight
knees.
the Predator,
I know exactly, and I could always use an Iron Man, if anything, to put into the nativity scene of toys that I have.
Or you get some good TikTok music
Exactly.
clips out of it too.
I mean, someone has to protect our Lord and Savior, the golden chicken nugget.
Yep.
So you might go there. That's kind of where all my Misfit toys go anyway. Is in that nativity scene.
Love it.
And finally, this one's kind of a sentimental find at at Goodwill. So when I was growing up, I used to spend a lot of time with my uncle, and he was kind of like a second dad to me. And whenever we went to his house in Polk City, we would. He'd always have he had like tractor toys too, but he also had like these kind of fire trucks and other trailer truck type stuff. But they were all from the Hess gas station company. Basically, every year, Hess, HESS, would put out for their customers a seasonal toy. And I just remember every year he'd be like, "Hey, I got the new Christmas toy this year from Hess." I'd never heard of Hess, but it was just like, he's like, yeah, he would and he kept all the boxes. He kept them all in the boxes, and he put them back when he got done playing with them. We put them back in the box. And he put them up on the shelf above the TV. And I just remember playing with them all the time. And I was walking into Goodwill and I spotted one of them. I was like, "Is that a vintage one?" And it is a vintage one. I checked the back, the bottom of the box, or the bottom of the vehicle itself. But I found a Hess toy fire truck from 1989.
Dude,
it's light and sound. I'll open it up here.
Yeah, that's what Jimmy says in the chat. The lights would actually work.
Yeah. It's an East Coast, so it's an East Coast. No wonder Jimmy would know, because it's an East Coast gas station.
Yeah, he said he used to get those for Christmas.
Yep. And so it takes 2 batteries. It's also a bank.
Oh.
So here's Hess,
That's
and then
cool.
So you open the back and get your money out of there. There's the coin slotted there on the top. But this ladder extends like really long. It's like 3 sections.
Oh snap!
Of like
Jesus.
of ladder, like a legit ladder truck. But there's the lights there on the back. There's a little compartment for the batteries, and it's pristine because it was still in the box. There's no rust or there's no corrosion or anything.
Man.
There's the 2 switches. There's a switch for lights only and the switch for sound. And then there's 2 different sounds. You can 1 and 2. I didn't put any batteries in. And then the lights are on and off. But it's from the Emerita Hess Corporation. And I was looking at the date, and then those Roman numerals stand for 1989. It also has it on the back there as well on the license plate.
But kids know how to read Roman numerals now?
They should.
They should. I don't think.
I mean, it's not that hard.
Right, we learned it. How hard could it be?
Yeah, exactly. MCM, that's 19 or 1900. So M is 1,000. C is
not-
100. 100 minus 1,000 is 900.
No
so
one's writing that
19.
down.
L is 50, so it's LXXX. X is 10, so 50 plus 30 is 80. IX is 1 minus 10. X is 10, so 9, 1989. It's that easy, kids. But yeah, it has these rubber wheels as well too. It just, when I look at this, I think of my uncle and I think of like all the time I spent with him, and it's just amazing. And then these come out too if you want to like support the truck when it's on there.
Those are chrome.
And they're chrome, like chrome on it as well. And it's something that, like, as soon as I saw it, like I thought of him and all this stuff. So it's a very sentimental thing that I found there and saw, and I had to get it. So
yeah, Tiff says sometimes memories make the weirdest things mean so dang much.
Yep.
Jimmy said his dad worked for Hess.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
That is cool. He said they used to be die-cast, which you probably know because you.
They've been around since the 60s. Like 64 was when they first started. 89 was the last year that they were doing banks, and then the first year doing light and sound. But yeah, it's just like I said. He also has the race car one. That has like a little. It's a truck pulling a trailer with a little race car one that also has sound, and a bunch of other ones. But yeah, they've been in business for over 60 years as a company. They basically just make, the gas station was bought out, but they still make the toys every year. Everything. But yeah,
that's awesome.
Because it even has little season's greetings right there on the gas station, and Christmas themed everything else. So, but yeah, to find it in the box,
wow,
basically brand new in Ottumwa, is insane. Like, my uncle's about the only person I've ever known that like collected them, like at all, and he lives in Des Moines area. So,
what'd you pay for it?
$980.
Wow, dude.
But yeah,
easy money for something so freaking cool.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer for me to pick that up. They go for like a lot of money, like on eBay. I've seen ridiculous prices of them for vintage ones.
Now I know I'll keep my eye out for Hess stuff. Yeah. That's cool. Never would have thought that.
Yeah, it's just like I said. I didn't really even think about it until I saw it. Like, it just triggered that memory of that, and it's just like amazing. You know.
Cool.
That's what I got.
Okay, I catch up in the chat here. I don't know if you noticed, but they started using @ sign, so I don't get names now. So I think this is Mike Ward, Benford Tool, Texas. As always, yo toys. Had to say that.
I mean, he does live in Texas, doesn't he?
I think so. And so, and Tiff's got her YouTube name. Everybody's got their YouTube names there, so that's weird.
Username or whatever.
Yeah. Well, all right. I got a few things too. Tiff and I went shopping. Well, we went ice skating yesterday up at the Coralville Mall.
Okay.
And for my second time, still didn't fall down. That's right. Pretty much an expert skater. I'll probably join a hockey team soon.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Anyway. So you might know this. I might have mentioned it before, but I collect Tiffany's. Have you heard that?
I think I heard that.
And these mother effers, sorry YouTube, but these mother effers at Five Below, they got me good. This is at least the fourth one, but it's got a new box.
Oh, okay.
But this is the coolest box of all of them so far. Definitely. So we got a Tiffany here, obviously, in a white dress, but it's in this good guy box, which is really neat. So that's cool, which means, there'll be a blood splattered one at some point. So I have to get the damn thing again. Probably. But yeah. Anyway, at least the fourth one of those. Gosh darn it. But also while at Five Below, I think we saw our friends were getting some of these, and I was hoping to find one, and I sure did, because one of my sub collections is Frankenstein's monster. If you haven't seen Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein on Netflix, I highly recommend it.
I have not.
Dude, it's so freaking good. Anyway, this is I'll give you a sneak peek of what Frankenstein looks like in that movie. Here he is. No, wait, this is a troll doll. But Good Luck Troll, Universal Monsters crossover.
That's cool.
Pretty cool. And I don't know about troll dolls and the gem in their tummies. I suppose that means something. I'm too old for that. I'm sure all the millennials will chime in and tell me.
I never got into trolls.
Not me either. This will be my first troll doll I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
But yeah.
First
had this?
Last, probably.
Yeah, when we were at a toy show lately, somebody had this for $20.
What?
And we're like, yeah, because
seems dumb.
Something is still at the store, and
right.
Go grab it off the shelf and mark it up. $5, Five Below.
The price.
Yeah. And then when we get the chance, we stopped over at Ross. Pretty excited for this guy. I'd seen him many times at Walmart and let him go. But for $7.99, I'm pretty excited to have Bendy's Frankenstein here.
Nice.
Pretty cool. Skinny version. I'm sure he's awfully bendy.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool packaging. The first one, there were a few there. The first one we found had the clip ripped off, and I'm like, oh crap, do I have to open it now? No. And then we found a couple more with good ones, and I'm like, yay, now I can hang them up. But they had 3 other guys too, all of them.
True.
So that's cool. So just find them for $8. That's
not bad. Not bad.
Freaking awesome. You saw this guy when you joined me the other day for an unboxing. First time in toy form in the Cyberverse line. We got Rack and Ruin, a 2-headed little fella. I'm really excited. This is just one that, if you leave stuff in your cart on Amazon, you can pop in. It'll let you know if prices go up or down.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy just went way down for a sale. And I'm like, now's my chance. But super excited because it's one I always wanted. And to have, the first toy version of this comic book character, it's only really cool. Really cool to have him. Excited.
I think a missed opportunity for that name should have been Rack and Pinion.
Okay.
Since it's a
vehicle. That's a vehicle.
Yes, and that has to do with steering. And they don't use that anymore for vehicles, but they used to. Rack and Pinion steering.
Part of me thinks when I was reading up on him, that in the comic book he was jets. He was 2 planes.
Either way.
But steering. Yes. But then Rack and Ruin. Then I thought, well, if he's a bad guy, that'd be a good name. But anyway, still cool. And lastly, I also did an unbox with me on this guy. Really happy to have him. He completes the modern deluxe Insecticons. We lost the name to him a while back. When that Spider-Man show kept getting bigger and bigger. It used to be called Venom. That's what his original name was. He's called Venin now because that's a word. We got Venin, yeah. So really cool, weird bug thing. It's not a bird. It has wings. This is the best I got for a transition.
It's got
wings.
Hey man, it's got wings.
Not a bird. Not a bird. Comes with a gun. These separate and can be 2 different weapons or come together as one.
Like an axe. And
bigger axe. Pretty cool.
A knife or something.
Yeah, some weird ass bug whose wings come together.
Does he like inject venom in somebody?
Well, heck yeah. He actually does. I think in the some hallucinatory venom.
The best kind.
Yes, it is. Correct. Well, all right. Thanksgiving is upon us. It's almost here.
Almost.
Oh my gosh. Bring on the turkey. I'm with you, more of a ham guy. But
yeah, I
but
do like
hey.
a good ham, but I like a turkey too.
Yeah.
I like it as leftovers in soup. Like a good
Turkey in the soup.
turkey in the soup.
Okay. I'll just just cold, shred it up, mayo, some Miracle Whip, make sandwiches for days.
Yeah, for sure.
All good. Well, as you might have guessed, when we started this topic, we're like, we probably don't even have any bird toys,
Or bird related.
any
things.
bird related toys. And now we're like, oh gosh, we have to limit it. So we're just gonna.
I just spotted another thing over there, but
Oh,
it doesn't count.
right.
Well,
I had to leave some
it
too.
it is a bird, but it's still in the package of. It's a part of Moss Man's thing. It's like a little character. From Moss Man. Anyway.
Well, all right, you go first. What bird
right.
toys do you have in your collection?
Let me get these big ones out of the way first here because they're taking up a lot of real estate on the table. Probably the first thing I thought of bird was more of a vehicle aid, but bird named, and that's the Talon Fighter, probably one of the most famous one from Motu. I don't have a vintage one, but I do have two different versions of it. I have the Origins one, and here he is flying in.
Whoa.
Which does have a little bird face on
Sure.
it and some talons and some wings. But this was the Origins one. It came with Point Dread that you can, and he sits on top of Castle Grayskull, the Origins one. The Point Dread sits on top of the tower, and that's usually where he's at, hanging out. Got the guns on the top there. You can open up the thing. Maybe you can actually fit two people in there, which you weren't able to with the vintage one. And it does have a little handle to kind of carry it around to like fly around. Makes it a little easier to fly it around if you're a kid and doing stuff. But yeah, that kind of orangish red and blues of the Talon Fighter, very classic looking. Again, can swivel around.
I think that handle's just brilliant.
It's great. I'm
the
glad they
white
kept it.
pattern of it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm really glad they kept it. And like I said, once again, this is a great substitute for not having a vintage one. Like it's one thing where they've improved on it, making it more people can fit in there. You have the wing, just a larger kind of almost exact replica of that. So that's the Origins one. They did make one for the CGI He-Man the Masters of the Universe show, which that one's kind of more tech-like, I guess. It had a lot more translucent plastic on it as well, and we got Prince Adam in there. But it's very, I don't know, futuristic-like, more jet-like. It still has the little talons, but they're translucent now, translucent light blue. It can shoot out some missiles there too if you want. But yeah, and this also opens up to house a figure in there. And that translucent cockpit and wings is pretty awesome. That orange, translucent orange and yellow. So it kind of keeps the beak and kind of face similar, but taking it into a new direction, which is kind of nice. I had to make a little stand for this to go next to the CGI Grayskull there. But yeah, Talon Fighter from Masters of the Universe, 2 versions.
Love it. Well, I'm going to start with 2 as well. When I first thought of birds and Transformers, these are the ones that come to mind. Them as Soundwave tapes. We got Laserbeak and Buzzsaw. I grabbed the Masterpiece versions. Little condors, awesome. I think is what they technically are as birds, but
California condors.
Sure. I would have said Cybertronian condors, but they're pretty awesome. Always cool. Sneaky little devils.
Sure.
And it's weird. Everyone thinks Laserbeak came with Soundwave as a toy, but actually came with Buzzsaw, the yellow one. Which is weird. Who was in the cartoon for just a minute, then Laserbeak just took over and stole the show. But
yeah,
that's
a cooler name, maybe
Laserbeak.
They're both kind of cool.
Buzzsaw,
yeah. Anytime I think of Buzzsaw, I think of the 80s Running Man. One of the guys that was after Schwarzenegger.
Mm.
Anyway, continuing on with some birds. I got a couple Dungeons and Dragons owl bears. That's right. We got two
Yeah.
different versions. We got the kind of white version here, the snowy owl, and then kind of maybe more of a barn owl, I guess, the brown and stuff. But I think I got these at Ollie's, both of these at Ollie's for super cheap.
Oh no.
I don't know, like $10 or something. It was pretty ridiculously cheap.
They are huge and heavy.
But that's next to my head. It's, and yeah, they are heavy. They
cool.
have some good articulation as well on shoulders and elbows, and the paws can pop off to different claws, like holding hands. You can pop off these and use something else if you want. But there's articulation on the knee joints, hips, even on the stomach and the head. Kind of does what an owl does and spins all the way around. Technically, it doesn't. It can spin almost 360. They're an actual
Almost bird, half bird.
yeah, but they're feathered
Yep,
and
yep.
they're owls, bears.
Yep.
And
Totally counts.
And then they can make out.
No, Gus, stop it. Why? Why every time? Oh. I'm going to show two of these. Are two different things, but they're both the same character from the same movie, but very different. Air Razor from Rise of the Beast. I got this little tiny version that's just sits on my desk, turns into a weapon.
Right.
Just a fun little toy. But then I got this little keychain version of her too, and it's a her, so it's pretty cool.
Right.
Air Razor.
Stuff's falling over on my desk.
You got all that room now.
I know. It's still falling over. All right. Probably maybe more of a classic bird. Oh, it fell off. It's fell off the stand.
His birds don't play. Oh, see.
Is Zor. Two versions. I got the Origins version here and then the vintage one here.
That's the one I got.
My beak is a little vintage one's a little banged up, but the
paint and touch that up.
The Origin one works better.
Yeah.
Flaps better. It is lighter colored though, especially on that tips of the wings, that purple, but it's like almost blue on the other on the Origins one.
But they both probably match the Sorceress.
Yeah. I'm trying to do the
God,
this one works
way better.
Way better. I mean, 40 years of this sitting there. But I mean, they kept the little armament of it as well, which is kind of slightly different color as well. But yeah, that's
really
that's
close.
basically what the Sorceress would turn into when she leaves Castle Grayskull. She has to turn into this to fly around. That's the only way that she can actually leave Castle Grayskull is in this form, this falcon. What's there? But yeah, it fell off my. It doesn't really want to stay on the stand. Kind of. There we go. Kind of stays on the stand.
Well, speaking of classics, this is from the classics line, the Predator Attack Team. There were 3 of them, but this is Dreadwing, the bird from it. This little guy here, little small mini-con type of thing. Got some feetsies, little bird face there, his wingies, all the fun stuff.
Yeah, all the technical terms.
Dreadwing. Yes, feetsies. Leave me alone.
I do have another version of the Sorceress Zor, I guess, but it's slightly different because it's not really, they don't really turn into the other figure. So it's from the CGI show. Basically, you get this as a 2-pack with the Sorceress, but she's using it as kind of like a glide.
Fun.
The other, basically Zor. I don't know if they even named it Zor on the show or anything, but you do have a different version of the Sorceress painted with these translucent wings, and then the bird falcon on top the only one they released for this figure. This kind of silvery white and kind of light blue. But she can ride it like a glider, and that's how I have it.
Without context, it looks like she's being attacked.
It does
but-
kind of like it's like, or she's being carried away
Mhm.
by the
Ah,
falcon. But I
That's
have it
cool,
hanging up in the display. That's why I have this clip on there.
Yeah.
The other one fell off, but it's the only way I can clip it to the
No,
top.
that's good. That's a good
of
call.
of a thing there. And the wings kind of flap, but there's no like button to do it, so you just have to make them flap.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, don't get to show these off too much. The CGI stuff as much as I like, but it's kind of hanging up there all the time.
My next one's from the Energon toy line. He has a name that's been around since G1. Dive Bomb. Dive Bomb is, you can't see it, but the Predaking, the black, orange, and yellow combiner with all the animals. There's a winged one that has the wings in the back. I have them all in combined mode, and I sure as heck we're going to pull him down. So we're gonna look at the Energon version. He's also in robot mode, but I promise they turn into wings. There's little feetsies again, but Dive Bomb, popular name and for Transformers, and it makes sense as a bird. Dive Bomb.
Exactly. This was from the Mattel Creations site. New character from the cartoon collection that I don't know if they've made any other time, but it's the zookeeper for Hordak. That's right. It's Voltak with his giant kind of pink wings. He's in one episode basically where he's like trying to steal all these animals for Hordak's zoo. Not really a zoo, it's more like a prison. Which that's kind of what zoos are anyway.
Yep. Animal
but
prisons.
He's got a Hordak symbol on him. It's kind of this pink or lavender, I guess, more lavender than anything. Wings and legs and arms and everything, but looks very cartoon like. So,
yeah.
And the wings kind of move around too as well.
That's cool.
So.
Well, I mentioned her once before, but she came out in the Kingdom line. I don't think I ever got her in the Rise of the Beast line, but I like this mold a lot. And this design, this color scheme. It's Air Razor again from Kingdom. With this orange and gold on the gray. Pretty cool. She can use these little weapony things on her forearm or hold them as a gun. Just love this color scheme. The feathers on a robot. I don't know, but yeah, really. And it's a really cool transformation. I like that kind of lavendery face, right? That's a little hint of purple there, but I like that color scheme. You can see the falcony thing on her chest there.
Oh yeah.
Air Razor.
We're speaking of falcons that are mechanical. That's right. I'm talking about Screech. That was technically supposed to be the robotic falcon of Skeletor. Not real, but they just used the same figure for Zor and repainted it. So it's exactly the same thing. Here's the Origins one. It's flapping, and the vintage one. Kind of. If you take this off, the top harness thing off, it works a little better, but it's tough.
I'm just gonna hang out here.
But I'll use the Origin one. It flops much better. But yeah, you can see kind of the color differences between the vintage and Origin as well too. That pink and purple is a little darker and deeper on the vintage one as opposed to the Origin's a little lighter. Not as glossy looking colors, more matte finish on the Origins than the vintage, and still comes basically with the same things as Zor does. That stand, the harness. They really just were like, hey, we have a good guy. Let's do a bad guy. Paint
different
color. Different color.
Probably some purple in there.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, in War for Cybertron Kingdom, we just talked about Air Razor. They did a repack and repaint 2-pack and released Air-Razor as Maximal Skywarp based on versions previous, I think, in Beast Wars, but turned that Falcon basically into a bald eagle,
Okay.
which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
You can see that white head and stuff, and a pretty neat version. Pretty cool. Go America. That's right.
Another vehicle here. This one actually looks more feather-like. This comes from the 2000X show. It's one of the few 2000X things I have. But it's the Thunderhawk.
Wow.
With He-Man on it, riding it around. But
look at that thing.
it is quite it shoots missiles. It's 2000. It's the early 2000s. That's what we have to do. And then the wing action feature. If you pull the wings back and then you pop it out, so the wings can attack into attack formation and then shoot, because these are like guns and they're supposed to be. But yeah, just kind of this, I don't know, muted yellow, mustardy, dark mustardy yellow.
But I like it with that dark blue though.
And the dark blue on the talons. There's movement on there as well. The guns
cool, weird
shoot
thing.
out stuff. Yeah, just a weird thing. Thunderhawk. This is their version of the Thunderhawk. There was a vintage one, but it looked nothing like this. I didn't show it because it really has like nothing. Doesn't even look bird-like. This one probably looks the most bird-like of any flying vehicle. I mean, it like has wings and everything, feathers, faux feathers. Well, yeah, Thunderhawk.
All right, I got a weird one for you. He's mostly bird, but he's a fusor, so he's also combined with another thing. But I love his color. As soon as I saw him, I had to get him because it's just so weird and so colorful. This is, oh my gosh. Oh yeah. This is Beast Machine's Air Raptor. What?
That's cool.
So yeah, he's got a cool little mask and gold.
Is that his arm like covering his face?
No, because I mean, his bird arm, yes, it does look cool like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, one of his hands is this dinosaur head.
Sure.
And his other hand is over here with an actual hand. So
wow. So it's like maybe it's like a poncho that he's wearing.
Yeah, totally Western style,
feather poncho.
Yeah, you throw it up over your.
Yeah, exactly. Clint Eastwood like.
Exactly, but yeah, these colors are just neat, and it's so weird. You see his little feet sticking out back here. Like, well, how does that even?
Yeah, it's strange.
Very strange, but cool.
Definitely cool. Speaking of cool, we got this Turtles of Grayskull figure. This is the April O'Neil crossed over with the Sorceress. Oh, she keeps dropping her weapon. What? So we have April O'Neil with the Sorceress headdress. And then, so her weapon is supposed to be a camera, but it's like a giant hammer. But it's supposed to be like a video camera also. That's why it's like translucent through there. But she does have the wings, much like Voltec. That's probably where they took Voltec's wings from, that open up. They open up to be like the colors of the Sorceress as well on the back. But yeah, they did basically 2 female characters in this line, Tila and April O'Neil, and I'm glad they made her as the Sorceress. That's pretty awesome to have her.
Yeah,
full winged out.
It's a great crossover.
But yeah, it's pretty good head sculpt too for April.
All right, speaking I got more weird Beast Machines things. These are from the Transmetal 2, so it's these organic beasts crossed over into metallic machines. A lot of vac metal, colored vac metal, weird stuff. We got Beast Wars Prowl, and he's the white version. So yeah, that's that blue is all vac metal. One eye is what? Some translucent orange. Very strange. He's got a jewel on top of his head. Don't know why. He's got a little lever back here. Wonder what that does. Oh, what? Spins the head around? That's neat.
That's
Not
actually
sure
cool.
what. Don't know why, but it does that. So pretty cool. Pretty weird toy.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Beast Machines days were just so much fun and just inventive and wacky. But this is Prowl, so I was trying to keep a hold of the name, I think. But in the white version
reminds me of the Clash of the Titans.
Yes,
actually, Clash of the Titans Owl,
which I love so freaking much.
Such a great movie.
It's so good.
Yeah.
We should review that one.
Ray Harryhausen did the effects on that movie.
Mm-hmm.
One of the last movies that he did, actually. Of course, we got classic. We got good old Stratos. I brought out late night Stratos.
Oh yeah, late night.
Just because I didn't want to. It was the easiest one to grab off the shelf. It was sitting down here. But yeah, we got late night. We call them late night Stratos because it looks like he's just wearing underwear because of the flesh colored body and everything. This is technically mini comic, I think, or a version of it was supposed to be like the mini comic.
He would normally be gray,
colored, which is in the cartoon, but in the mini comic, I think they made him this flesh colored, which is kind of weird. Especially when you're used to watching the cartoon and he's gray, and then this like weirdo comes out.
Yeah,
it's like, hey guys, let's party. I'm late night Stratos. So yeah, Stratos, classic, flying, part of the avians group that he's part of.
Well, I mentioned there was a white version of Prowl. Well, guess what? There's a black version of Prowl too, and I think he's the more rare one.
The evil one.
Right. Same, really weird and cool. Got a lever back here. Yep, same thing. Jewel on the top. On the chest, a lot of vac metal. Awesome. Really cool. Really cool. Cool looking robot, but it's just, I don't know. It's because of that movie that I like just having them sitting there on the shelf like this.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. I got two more here.
I got two more.
All right. Excellent. All right. Of course, I had to show off Mattel Creations exclusive figure. That's right. Swiftwind with their giant wings. Good old stabby horse. But yeah, this camera, I took Shira off with her. She's hanging out over by the Technodrome. And but yeah, these giant wings are awesome. It's probably one of the better versions. This is really the only other version with this much articulation other than the classics version. Of course, there did come one. There was one produced for Shira and the Princess of Power in the 80s, but nothing like this that scales up this size or anything with this much articulation and with this much, I don't know, flexibility and, I don't know, awesomeness, I guess. It's just a very cool version of it with saddle and everything.
Wow, it looks like frosting, icing, bubble gum. I want to eat that.
Exactly. If it was a cake topper, just made out of fondant.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So cool.
Flying around. Swifty.
Well, didn't think I'd have 3 owls in a row, did you? Well, I do. This one is one of my favorite. Who knew? This is one of my favorites because it came from the Earthspark show, which was really great and progressive and smart and modern. This is the first non-binary character, I guess, in the Transformers universe, robot or whatever. And like they talked about that stuff a lot, and it was really great. Like not having to choose, as they were born on Earth and got to decide their own alt mode and all that stuff and who they wanted to be. And this is Terran, which is the species that were born on Earth. There's, Transformers, but the Terran, So all the ones that were born on Earth were Terrans. And then their name is Nightshade. But God, these colors are so cool, and that metallic finish
That's cool looking.
on those wings are just neat. And the owl looks really great too in owl mode, and
Yeah.
just freaking awesome, and love it. Yeah, Nightshade. Another good name, I think.
Yeah. Well, the last one I have here is probably the most appropriate one, I guess, for this time of season and for what we're talking about here. Way back, take you all the way back to 1990 at Survivor Series. We were all patiently waiting for this egg to open. Well, who was it going to be? What was going to be in the egg? Who's going to be in there? What's going on? Mean Gene was always announcing about it, but that's right. It finally hatched in 1990 at Survivor Series, and we got the first look at the gobbledygooker.
Oh, jeez.
That's right.
An actual turkey.
From Survivor Series. We get the gobbledygooker.
I was hoping. So it comes with sounds. Cool. That's
exactly
nice.
Light and sound. But even his feet are in those other feet. Many people have worn this over the years. Probably most famously, Chavo Guerrero wore this when it first came out in 1990. But even up until like Chelsea Green wore this at one point just recently within the last few years. So lots of people have put on the gobbledygooker costume. And at one point, The Undertaker thought he was going to be this character. He had just left WCW and was going to join. He was going to make his debut, which he did. He made his debut in 1990 at Survivor Series. He's like, I saw an egg there. Vince told me I was going to be this new character. I was afraid. I was going to have to be the gobbledygooker.
Yeah, be afraid.
Fortunately, it wasn't him. He went on to become The Undertaker. That lasted a good 30 years in a streak in WrestleMania. That probably never matched. But yeah, there he is.
Oh,
the most appropriate.
Should have went last. That one's too good. Mine was just a joke one. That's all I have left. Because the name of it's Condor, but it's mask.
Oh yeah.
It's not a bird. Okay, so gobbledygooker, awesome.
Yeah,
so freaking cool.
Yeah, he also has another head sculpt, but I like to keep him with this one. I think this one's more what he was in 1990.
Yeah,
there's like one that's like a giant, like weird looking head. It's like some
weirder looking head.
Yeah, weirder. It's just a strange. Back when gimmicks were, you had to have a gimmick, and otherwise you couldn't be successful.
Speaking of gimmicks, no. Hey, but let's take a quick little break. We gotta rotate our turkey in the oven as we get closer to dinner time.
You gotta
baste it.
I was like, juice it. You gotta juice it.
Don't say that ever again.
You gotta juice the turkey.
Okay. Quick kids. Break.
You might go blind if you do that.
Gonna tell you about our podcast network, the PFPN. Here, listen up.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
All right, we are back, and now it's time for Elgin to take us on a store tour.
All right, before we get to the store, I found the other head. Look at it.
Oh, that's weirder.
He's got like this weird goatee
It's like, yeah, it's a goatee.
and a mohawk.
Glottal.
Yeah. Anyway, today's store is called Tardy's Collector's Corner. It's at 2009 Eastern Avenue Southeast in Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's just a short 7 hours and 15 minutes from Ottumwa. But if you're already in the Michigan area, it's 2 hours and 30 minutes west of Detroit. Has a bunch of comics, Jurassic Park toys, Marvel DC, Transformers, Funko Pop, Motu, Lego, and much, much more. But did you know that Grand Rapids is a city of firsts, including the first hydroelectric plant in 1881 and the first city to add fluoride to its drinking water in 1945? It also has the first publicly funded art installation and the first scheduled air service. That's right. Birds Air Service ties it all together, and you can tie your collection together at Tardy's Collector's Corner at 2009 Eastern Avenue Southeast, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Fantastic. All right, before we go today, I just want to remind everyone, if you want to help support the podcast, that would be amazing. There's a lot of easy ways to do it, like telling a friend. We know you got them. They're out there. Give them to us.
Just your plastic friends.
That's right. You can leave 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts. Super easy. Yeah. You can leave comments on Spotify. There's a lot of things. But one of our favorite ways to help support the show, Elgin mentioned up at the top, head on over to enlistinthecorps.com. That's CORPS. Enlistinthecorps.com is a great place for you to. There's lots of different ways too. There's different tiers. Anyway, check the one that best works for you. You can get lots of cool things for your pennies a month donation, like bonus episodes, shout outs on the show, early access to videos, and you get to be in a chat with Elgin, I, and all the other Corps members. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. Some of the cool things. Well, like I said, one of those things is shout outs. So let's do that now. Big feathery thank you. What? I don't think that works. A big thank you goes to Tony Miller, Chris Turnip Simmons, Alex LaForest, comedian Bill Fisher, Colin Bunn, Chris DeMonico, and Mike Ward. Thank you guys so much. We really, really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
So awesome getting to talk with you. Look at that in the chat. Member for 14 months. Tiff, nice. Look at her go.
Nice.
That's cool.
I think I'm gonna.
You could be too.
I think I decided to put that other head sculpt on Stratos.
Yes, much better. What the nightmare situation is going on now?
Kill me.
Oh. Well, nightmare's cool.
Yeah. I guess if you want white meat for Thanksgiving, you can.
That's. Hey, look at that. We got to go. It's time to butter the biscuits. What?
Butter that ball.
Stop it. We got to go. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We sure do appreciate you being here and listening and talking toys with us in the chat. It's amazing.
It is.
Until next time, have a great Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Be safe out there and keep being awesome. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. But not so fast, my fowl-themed. Don't forget to follow these fools on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And visit cracktasticplastic.com. I'll be back.